So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We're going to do it pretty quick. Now, this is concerning Binance, the actual clapback, and this is a serious clapback. We're talking about legal notices that are being sent to crypto influencers and they're not happy. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Welcome to the Altcoin Hour, your weekly alpha. Yeah, we breaking down the charts, flipping bags, playing smart, from the dips to the moon shots, connecting all the dots. Let's get it. Altcoin Hour.
You know, this is very interesting, and we got to jump into it. Welcome to the Altcoin Media Hub, guys. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into it because this is something I've never seen before, an exchange actually clapping back. We're talking about legal clapback right here, and it's kind of shaking a lot of the influencers that are getting these letters. I saw some chirping about this a couple of days ago, and I'm just seeing the actual formal letter from Binance. Let's go ahead and get into it because this is the notice and deceased letter. And we're going to read a little bit of it. And then we're going to get into what CZ has said. It's a 1:27 clip, guys. We're going to get into what he said before we get out of here. Currently, Binance, the price, the coin is doing pretty good. They just released a new token standard as well. They're not doing bad, but this is kind of like really hitting a nerve when it comes to Binance, the upper echelons, and including CZ. He's kind of pissed off about this. Let's go ahead and read this. This letter serves as a formal demand for you to immediately, this is actually to the poster. This is to Louis Sefer on X. This is what they sent him. And let's read it one more time. I'm going to start over. This letter serves as a formal demand for you to immediately cease and desist from disseminating false and defamatory statements regarding Binance. Now, on February the 3rd, 2026, you published a post on X asserting that Binance is insolvent, unquote, responsible for 1010, which is the crash in October, right? And that the situation is far worse than FTX collapse, which I don't think that is the case. But let's continue here. These claims are demonstrably false, malicious, and constitute liable per se. Now, the notice of violation, here's the catch for this particular letter. It's pretty interesting. Your assertions regarding Binance's financial solvency are factually baseless. By comparing the company's failed entities like FTX or comparing the actual company to the FTX failure, you have intentionally incited market panic and damaging the company's reputation. We're talking Binance here. This is a very serious letter here. This particular conduct subjects you to significant legal liabilities for defamatory or tortious interferences with business relations. So basically what they're saying is, this is a legal infraction, essentially. This is defamatory. You're actually torturing or interfering with the Binance business relations when it comes to the customers. Now, there have been massive withdrawals when it comes to Binance. I've seen the actual results on chain. I would say that they're throttling their withdrawal system, and I totally get it. That's like a bank run. So, and we've seen that on chain. So they're very, very actually nervous about what's going on here. So here are the immediate demands on this letter. Let's get back into it. Permanently delete the post that was referenced above related to defamatory content. Number 2, this is what this poster must do. Post a public retraction on your X account acknowledging that your claims regarding Binance's insolvency, and basically they want you to say that you lied, essentially. Now, the last bullet point that they're demanding, and this is before 5 p.m. today for this particular situation, this gentleman, cease all future disparagement of Binance and its operations. So this is what they're doing. They're coming for the actual influencers. They're coming very hard. Let's go ahead and flip to this because you have here CZ. Now, this is one of his statements, right? This is one of his verbal statements that was recorded. It's about 1:27. We'll get through this and I'll give you my closing remarks after this. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
The highest complaint I've seen so far is on the October 10th crash. Some people say Binance caused it. I just want to be very clear. It's pretty clear that the tariff announcements preceded the crash, not Binance system issues or Binance doing anything. I can also tell you pretty clearly that I or Binance, we don't buy and sell crypto really in the sense of trading, try to make money out of it. We don't do that. Understand that Bitcoin itself is a $2 trillion market. They would probably have to risk in the order of hundreds of billions of dollars to try to impact the Bitcoin price. For any single entity or individual to do that, they have to take that risk that they may lose a couple $100 billion. I would never want to do that. I don't know anybody on the planet that's crazy enough to do that. Binance.com global exchange is a regulated entity now. It has a global regulator, ADGM, which are able to review all trades on all accounts. Binance, the company, also has US monitors. So Binance is not in a position to do anything funky. Based on all of that, if any of you guys still think that, anybody who's...
He actually used the word funky. You can tell he's pretty nervous too in this particular audio clip here. Let's continue.
You'll think Binance deliberately caused that crash or try to sell Bitcoins to manipulate the price. And that's just really, really far-fetched. And also, there are other people who complain about potential system issues that caused the crash. And I believe for anybody who's affected by that, they were already made whole by Binance. In this world, no technology is guaranteed to work all the time. The internet can be broken. If you bet on all those things working all the time, if anytime those things have any weakness, you're going to lose all your money, then you're probably risking too much.
All right, so, I want to pull out with this. Now, they did do a lot of refunds. A lot of people say they got their money back. A lot of people say they're still waiting on their money back. But I will tell you this. I don't think, I kind of agree with CZ, I think they're getting a little too much heat for this. Now, to go as far as to blame Trump for this, I don't know. I think there was a ton of variables that existed there. And you really can't blame CZ for this as well, because he's detached from the situation. Now, as far as the account holders, the Binance users, I'm not a Binance user, but I will tell you this is very interesting. The cease and desist letters, very interesting. This particular audio, the cloud back, very interesting. What do you think about it? Are you a actual holder of Binance? It's doing pretty good still. Did you get this letter as well as an influencer on Crypto X? Let me know how you feel about this and how you're going to deal with this, because this is a legal cease and desist. Now, this came from a law firm as well. So what do you think about this, man? Let me know, and I'll catch you on the next video.